Okay, so we are gonna go out there and take a review over Hudson Cosworth's channel, how he is, just going all over the internet viral, and how he's getting so much subscriber. Like this guy has had like 70 to 80,000 subscriber, like in like yesterday or something like that, and today is like 100K. So let's actually go out there and review slash break out his most viral video, the recent one. This is the one. And to be honest, like if you take a look at this particular channel, the videos are raw. That's absolutely fine. The thumbnails are raw as fuck as well. But the main things are basically materialistic things. That's the X factor behind this his videos going viral all over the internet. Because people like materialistic things. That's a sad reality. People prefer materialistic things over any other informational content out there. But the thing is that the people you're gonna attract while making materialistic content is gonna be way more worse quality people than the people you're gonna attract from, for example, this type of video. The audience are going to be completely different type of audience, and it's way more easier to sell. It's way more they have like way more high buying intent than any average person who is come to this channel or program or community, whatever the hell, which is selling by this particular video over here. So let's actually go here and break this video down. I'm gonna put this on.
The moment I got rich, it's because I broke every single limiting belief that I had in my head. If you don't know what a limiting belief is, it's basically that something that's holding you back from getting rich. It's all that getting rich is a belief. It all comes from the mind. If you're someone who's so heavily fixated on hard work, nothing's going to change if you're mentally change. So I choose first to live hard work. And I had so many limiting beliefs. When I was
Okay, fine.
I'm sure a lot of you relate to this. My mom and dad, before my dad passed away, would tell me,
Okay, by the way, take a look at his topics. The topics he is talking about. He's talking about mom and dad. I have seen many of his video and he frequently talks about mom and dad. And that's actually, a little bit of emotional soft point or something like that of his audiences. By the way, this video is not even materialistic, but it still got a lot of views, which means that, okay, I might be wrong over here, okay? Things do go viral of his, which is not even materialistic, but still you can see a nice car and all that stuff. I think it's a G-Wagon or something. Yeah. So basically, yeah, still a little bit of materialistic factor is there, but yeah, people do come for his advice as well. So he's talking about mom and dad, and you know what? If you speak about mom and dad, what will happen is that people are having this soft corner for their mom and dad. It feels really, really good to give 10,000 USD to your mom, and mom is like emotional, and she goes out there and donates 50% to the church and all that stuff. It's a soft corner for pretty much every mama's boy, to be honest. And to be honest, like every man is still a mama's boy in the eyes of mama, and that's how this basically world works. And he is using that soft corner. Maybe he's just being authentic, who knows? But he's implementing that, is actually saying that shit in his video itself is a sign that it's a working shit, because this video is a viral video. And you know what? You just need to go out there and reverse engineer your competitor's video, just like what I'm doing right over here, in order to just know what's working in the market and actually just use that. Because there is no such a thing as wrong if you are copying other people's work, right? Because we have this tendency as a human to go out there and underestimate the upside and overestimate the downside. We always think negative, that what if this happened, what if this happened, but we never we absolutely forget that what if the upside happens, what if this will happen, if something positive will happen to my life. We always skip that shit. This is our subconscious brain is. There are only two things which you can do about it: A, accept it and know that you are just like this, and whenever you are feeling that you are going in this direction, just correct yourself. And B is that you can use this for your own advantage. So basically, you can use this for your own advantage just by going out there and understanding this one fact, that the market you are in is way more bigger than what you are thinking of. If you are thinking your market is a apple, your market is a football. If you're thinking your apple is a football, it's even more bigger than that. So this is how this shit works. This is how we humans takes and perceive things. And the point of saying this is that you should go out there and actually copy what's already working in the market. You need to understand how to steal like an artist, and just go out there and just know how to steal like an artist. You just need to go out there and copy shit which is working in the market. This video is working, you can literally copy some shit out of this video. If you're making some raw type of video or something like that, you can just go out there. If you got a real nice car or something like that, you can just go out there and sit in a nice car and record a video and use soft corners like mom and dad and all that stuff. So
Can't get yourself out of like this. Therefore, that was a belief I had. They said, no, you have to go get a job. You have to go to college. That's another belief that I
again, a soft corner. I'll not say it's a soft corner, but every wait. Okay, I think this will be a better way to explain this. Is going to be that each and every single person who is doing like big numbers in this info product YouTube organic growth kind of shit out there is having a viewer profile. They actually have a viewer profile. They have made a viewer profile and all that stuff. And what basically they do in the viewer profile is that they just go out there and write down each and every single thing which they know about that particular viewer they have. And this guy, I'm 110% damn sure that he has this a particular viewer profile at least in his mind, or a document saved in OneDrive, Google Drive, any kind of drive out there, or just written on a notebook, that what his viewer profile is, what they do, what they like, what they hate, what are their pain points, and they know that his viewer profile's pain point, which is like kind of similar to what Iman Ghazi has as well, as school, high school, university. They want to drop out of that shit. Okay, that's a pain point their viewer profile has, and he knows that it's a pain point. And you know what? There is this concept from copywriting or something like that. I don't remember it properly, but I know the basic that if you can take load out of someone's shoulders or throw rocks at their enemies, or basically confirm their suspicion, or relieve their pain points, you can just the person can literally do anything for you, literally anything for you. And this Hudson, Mr. Hudson knows this shit, and he's using that. And and the main thing, the main principle behind this is you just need to have a viewer profile. If you have a viewer profile, you will be able to go out there and make proper decisions about what to speak in your videos. Because when you are making a raw video, it's not about your editing, it's not about your scripting or something like that. It's all about the topics which you are talking about and all that stuff. So
I thought getting rich was hard because what everyone around me said. But when I really looked further and I started questioning everything, is what my life changed. This life, I question everything. It works great. Everything you believe is bad. If you don't believe in yourself,
the second thing which I've noticed over here is that the background music, I think it's something inspired by Interstellar, and it's such a deep music, and you need to understand that music literally sparks emotion. And in order to make a video go viral, you need to have these three variables: ESS, emotional value, satisfaction, and session time on YouTube. In order to increase the emotional value, you need to basically go out there and make your video a little bit emotional. And emotions can be anything. It's not certainly or directly related to just crying and being emotional like what women are and all that stuff. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about emotions of curiosity, emotions of anger, emotions of maybe even humility. There are a lot of emotions out there. Emotions are not related to sadness only. Being emotional does not mean that you are going out there and crying. It can also mean that you are going out there laughing, being interested, be curious on something like that. And music is short way of sparking and creating emotions in people's brain. And this particular music, the background music which this guy has played almost 40 to 50% of the role behind the videos which he is going completely viral on the internet. Is the 40 to 50% role is played by this particular background music he is using. That's a interstellar type of, I would say, inspired type of music, or maybe heck, that music can be the interstellar music can itself be the background music. Who knows? So basically, the thing is that music can spark emotions, and you need to use that. You need to use the right proper background music. And to be honest, if you are making something like this, if you are making some sort of raw video or something like that, then you should actually go out there and use something like this, or best just copy whatever this guy is using. Yeah. That's basically it. And you know what? The industry, the market is way more bigger than what you perceive to be. So even if you just go out there and copy someone like this guy, no one is gonna give a shit about it, because at the end of the day, you are still stealing like an artist. You're not literally copying his videos one on one, right? And even if you copy one on one, you are still gonna have like differences. Like you are gonna be the difference, and maybe your car is gonna be different or something like that. So you cannot literally call that shit a copy. That's just an inspiration. That's just stealing like an artist.
Really deep down, if you believe in yourself, listen, you might tell yourself you believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself with your whole heart and your whole soul, you have to do that. Because everything in this life is belief. It goes to the point where you can believe yourself from being sick when you're not sick, you become sick. Which is what the placebo effect is. If you hand someone a drink of alcohol, and you tell them there's alcohol in it, they will act drunk. Because they believe that there's alcohol there, or that belief takes.
So basically, what this guy is doing is that he's going out there and speaking about some magical type of shit. I will not say it's magical shit, but something related to mindset, energies, and I actually believe on this shit, by the way. But if you want to know more about this, by the way, I have a recommendation for you. You should actually Google up, or instead of Googling it up, just go out there and YouTube this book that it's called Reality Transurfing or something like that. Yeah, Reality Transurfing. And basically, the book has all of the knowledge, whatever the hell he's talking about, magical stuff he's talking about, and all that stuff, which I tend to believe on as well. I have wrote that book, and sadly I got a ADHD and all that stuff, so I cannot really finish that book properly. But I have read that book, and that book has like seriously shit ton of information out there, which is almost related to what he is trying to speak, what the things around what he is trying to speak. And in fact, it's way more better than that. So if you are, at a position where you got like something similar to this guy has or something like that, you should actually, I'm literally giving you the game. You're gonna take information from that Reality Transurfing book and you're gonna say that in your videos with confidence, conviction, and all that stuff, and with proper background or something like that, and proper background music and all that stuff, and you can literally go viral like this guy. Of course, it's a game of statistics. I'm not saying that the first video you're gonna upload is gonna be viral shit, but it's all a game of statistics, and it's all a game of evolutionary loop. You go out there, you find something wrong in that shit, you correct that shit, you iterate that shit, and you make that shit even more better. This is how diamonds are formed. This is how viral YouTube videos are formed. This is how repeatable, viral, consistent videos are made. So yeah.
Them to actually be drunk even though they're not drunk. And it's the same thing with getting rich. It's tricking your mind into believing you're rich when you're not. That's what manifestation is. That's what the law of attraction is. But you will never be able to have the law of attraction work and manifestation work so you truly don't believe in yourself. So you can choose to tell yourself just completely admit that that thing about yourself is that you don't believe in yourself. And I know that everyone says people lose in order to get rich, but that is so stupid because if you think about it, if you were delusional and you're like, oh, I believe in myself, I'm so delusional, I'm gonna make it work, that would deep down you don't believe.
By the way, we are the humans. If you want to start a reform or something like that, basically go viral on YouTube. You need to have some opinions which are not so related to what industry standard is. Currently, the industry standard is that you go out there and be delusional, you manifest whatever the hell you want and all that stuff. But what this guy is doing is that he's just going out there being opposite to the what industry standard is. That's how you can have a revolution. You cannot have a revolution. You cannot form a group of people or something like that if you all of you agree to one particular thing, right? So you need to take that shit in mind. To be honest, like you need to read 48 laws of power, man. Like if you go out there and read 48 laws of power, and not even read the book, man. To be honest, like the book is useless book. But if you just go out there and read like the first 2-3 pages, it has the indexation, and in that indexation, it has like all of the rules which are written in the book, and the rules are like almost like 80 to 90% self-explanatory. So you can just go out there and read those rules, and you will actually understand building audience, nurturing them, building a revolution. You will understand more about building a revolution, building an audience, and all that stuff than any other YouTube video out there on the internet.
Yourself if you get belief. So stop listening to that advice on the internet. It comes down to certainty, confidence, and belief. The only way to ever get those three things to 100% is to realize that every limiting belief you have is not even yours. If you're uncertain, you're going to get the life you want to live. If you don't believe in yourself 100%, which if you're watching these people and others, you don't believe in yourself. So you need to look back on your childhood. You literally, if you were 12 years old, whatever age you first started wanting to be rich, and ask yourself, why do I not believe in myself? And this is exactly what I did. I looked back to my past before I got rich, and I was like, okay, well, why don't I believe in myself? I don't have 100% belief, but that doesn't come from my soul. It doesn't come psyche for a reason. And so we can imagine, why did God give you?
Yeah, bro. Like he is a little bit into Christianity as well. I think like 10 to 15% of his content is related to Christianity or something like that, like donating to church and all that stuff. There is some sort of mentioning of Christianity. So yeah, religion. He played the religion angle as well. Maybe his viewer profile is religious because most of the people who believe on this kind of things, like for example, being delusional, believing on God and all that stuff, are mostly religious people. Whether it's Christianity, Hinduism, religion, Islam, or any other religion out there. And the thing is that these people believe in God, and yeah, that's a that's a thing which he has learned and iterated in his viewer profile.
Through imagination, you gave you an imagination so you could think of things and place it into existence. Which is why we are co-creators with God, which is why it says the Spirit of God dwells inside of you. It says that you competitors again. That's how
And by the way, like we as humans have different personalities. We humans have like almost 98 to 99% same DNA. The only 2% or 1% difference we humans have are basically the upbringing we had. And upbringing plays a really important role, considering the fact whether you're gonna be a stabilizer or or just going to go out there and be an explorer, or just go out there and be an intellectual guy out there, or go out there and be a socially intellectual guy out there. And the socially intellectual guys out there, this type of people are mostly, this kind of people who are in your like friends group, if you have a group. Those are like always going out there, making sure that they are making plans, they are taking the charge, they are driving, they are uh, going out there in the hotels, checking in and all that stuff. These are like socially intelligent people. And then we have like intelligent people who are just intellectual people. They are able to spot patterns which no one was able to spot that. And there are people who are stabilizer. They are basically, stabilizing the whole group, making sure the whole group is connected, making sure the whole tribe is going to have the best weapons, the best tools and all that stuff, talking from evolutionary perspectives. And then one we have like is explorer, so he's always out there exploring, finding new things and all that stuff. So yeah, these are like four types of personality the God has made, or we as a evolutionary science have developed in ourselves. And to be honest, like schools and all that stuff, they absolutely hate this. They find it like as a defect. They treat it like a defect. And I mean, you already know about it. I think you know more about it than what I know, how fucked up the system is. But anyways, this is not the topic of the video. So basically, the thing is that we have like four type of personality, and this Hudson guy, he is like socially intelligent guy. And you know what? There is a test out there. If you are watching this video till this point of this video, just comment. I'm gonna give you the link of that particular test which I got. You can go out there and test yourself, like whether you are a stabilizer, uh, explorer, a socially intelligent guy, or an intelligent guy out there. And if you know this shit, it becomes 60 to 70% easier finding the right type of format which works for your channel. Because what niche is at the end of the day is just basically a market times format. That's basically what niche is. His niche is basically a market of make money online basically, or if you go a little bit niche, it's more of like closing, being a high ticket closer and all that stuff. And he multiplied that shit with the format of being materialistic, or I will say a little bit intellectual as well, with this kind of background music, with a raw type of videos and all that stuff. And yeah, and he was socially intelligent guy. And I can 110% guarantee that this guy is a socially intelligent guy. He knows how to speak, he knows how to be confident and all the stuff. And we as a human, I will say, we as a human being, we have this tendency to perceive intellectuality. So we, as a human, just go out there, and if you see someone who is like confident, is able to speak well, is able to format sentence well, and he's able to go out there and speak really cool shit, we are gonna trust this guy. We are gonna perceive that this guy is intellectual guy out there. But the thing is that it can be completely paradoxical. The guy who is most confident in the room, the guy who is perceived as the most intellectual guy out there in the room, might be the most dumbest guy out there. Just because he has that the social IQ does not mean that he is the most intellectual guy out there. The most intellectual guys out there, like the founder of Ethereum out there, is like the most antisocial guy out there. is not the most confident guy by the terms and definitions of what society has made for a confident guy. And in fact, he has an IQ of like 250, 300 or something like that. And he's like the most intelligent guy out there, but he do not really look like a intellectual guy out there. He just goes out there and sit in a room, they pick his nose and all that stuff. He do not look intellectual at all. We perceive intellectuality by confidence, and if you can be confident, if you have this social IQ out there to be confident, say things with confidence and all that stuff, with the flow, with the uh, conviction in your voice and all that stuff, just like how Andrew Tate is doing, by the way, people are going to perceive you as an intellectual guy. The thing is that we as a human also have tendency to only buy and purchase and listen to a person who is an authority figure. Potential energy always travels from the higher part to a lower part. So basically, same in this case as well. The information, the authority, or basically being an industry leader and having the best information always passes from a higher person to a lower person. You can never ever teach a person who is almost the same level as of you or is like more than you. And the moment the viewer and the creators will get equal in terms of information is the moment when when the viewer is actually going to stop purchasing or even watching or buying all that stuff from that particular creator. That's how this shit works. Authority is always made when a person is better in a one certain aspect which the viewer actually wants to get good at. That's how an authority is made.
How strong are those are. That's how strong their beliefs are. That's how strong their mind is. Therefore, we can learn to use it. So what I do, I would choose honestly. The whole purpose of my life is to change people's lives, and I want to do that for you. So ask yourself, well, why am I doing believe myself? And first, it's already acknowledged.
And by the way, just having a goal and mission also part of forming a revolution. I will say the craziest people out there in the history, the the Germans, the Hitler and all that stuff. These guys had a goal. They had a clear enemy. And in order to go viral all over the internet, you need to have this kind of goal as well. Alex Hormozy has a goal which is quite similar to what Jews has. And the goal is that the world is a broken place and we as the entrepreneurs are here to fix this broken place. And this guy, his goal, he just mentioned to just fix people's life. That's the goal which he has. And having a goal is really, really important. So if you got an info product and you're trying to go viral on YouTube, you need to go out there and make sure that you have some sort of goal, some sort of clear enemy, and do not make it generic. Bro, there is this one concept in copywriting that the more specific you are, the more better it is, right? You don't need to be generic. Like this guy was generic, like we are here to fix people's life. But Alex Hormozy was not generic over here. He just actually went out there and literally copied the goal of whole Judaism. So that's what they say. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. And basically the thing is that he just went out there and stole it like an artist. He just went out there and stole it like an artist, and no one gave a shit about it because it's just a goal at the end of the day, and the market is too big. And it was told in a storytelling way as well, like the world is a broken place and we are here to fix this broken place. So yeah, you need to have something like this, or just go out there and copy the goal of Alex Hormozy, and that's basically it. You can just do that in your industry as well, because markets are way more bigger than what you perceive it to be.
The more you can reflect on believe yourself, or else you have your life. This goes to show you that there is something to believe beyond your past. Maybe let's take the route of not even your parents, but maybe there's some sort of parents who are responsible much. If you look back at your past, you feel every once. Maybe you feel proud, maybe you feel only once. You were ready for that, and you hope that you're going to learn something new. Not even weakness as well. I'm actually learning something new, learning a skill where you can actually get rich. And it's like you can really let the past be present. You don't have to let the past exist.
Again, guys, right over here, viewer profile. You need to get your viewer profile absolutely right.
When you look back at it, the only thing that we know is real right now at this present moment is the only thing that you can fix it on. It was rich. You look at it, 50 years ago, I built two business models right on that rich. It didn't stop me from hoping like, oh, but the past dictates my present and my future. I also like this from a girlfriend now. Let's say you had 5 girlfriends, and let's say each extreme example. Let's say every single one of you, they all failed in relationships. But now you scale, failing to the most extreme point ever.
The one thing which I have noticed while watching this guy is that this guy is absolutely, you know, talkative guy. He can talk about any particular given topic, even if you don't have a particular information on that topic. You can literally talk on that. So it directly means that he is a socially intelligent guy, and he can just go out there and talk on shittiest topic out there for hours and hours. All of the political people out there, those are like all socially intelligent guys. They know what are the group dynamics, what are the dynamics in the markets. They know, understand how, what are the energies in the room, energies in the air, energies in that particular car. If there was a different person out there sitting beside him or behind him or something like that. This type of people can just speak really, really well. And if you are this type of person, you are literally sitting on a gold mine. You should be digging that gold mine and get the gold out. You're literally sitting on a gold mine if you are a socially intelligent person and you are now starting a YouTube channel and going viral on the YouTube and sell your info product out there. But go out there, make a video just like this. Just make it like, go out there and keep it as simple and stupid simple as possible. My English is absolutely fucked up. I still go out there and make videos because I know I have value. I have absolutely highest amount of value than any other person out there. In fact, I might be the literally inventor of this niche because this niche is like almost untapped niche, and I want to make videos on this because I know a hell lot of shit about this. Because at the age of 16, I used to make YouTube videos and I used to go completely viral on the internet. 500,000 views at the age of 16. I left that because of academic pressure and all that stuff, and I'm coming back and making the big comeback right now in front of you guys. And I'm just telling you that if you are a socially intelligent person, if you want to know if you are a socially intelligent person or not, it's a free test. I'm not earning any shit from it. It's actually a program it's actually a quiz which I have learned from another YouTuber out there, so it's not even mine. I'm just here to help you out because the more value I give to the market, the more value the market gives me back. This is what philosophies I live on. This is the philosophies which I will live on. And let's actually move on.
So if you look at the Bible, if you look at anywhere like failure is the greatest thing of all time. You have 10 times more knowledge now that you know. Therefore, what you should do with that limited belief is not only embrace it, but realize that you have because the past is not real. Everything that's ever happened in the past led you where you are right now. And if it led you to watch this video, then I guarantee you that's also for a reason. That means you will get rich very, very, very soon. I used to not believe this video for myself to say, oh, if you see this, you're going to get rich. But then I realized that's how the world works. It's why you achieve it. It's why nothing affects you. That's really just a little form of manifestation. So it's like anything that you're thinking about when it comes on your feed, you're like, oh, our phones are listening to us. No, you get exactly what you need in life. You get exactly what you're thinking about in life. You get exactly what's fully universal purpose, which is why it's helping you. Whatever you are seeking is seeking you.
To be honest, one of the biggest reason why people are watching this guy and why he's viral all over the internet is the information he is presenting. No one has ever presented this information in this type of market and this type of format. This was all information from those AI automation channels out there who used to make like this kind of wisdom type of videos, stoicism, whatever the fuck you call that shit, that kind of videos out there. And this alchemy of God, or this magical stuff, or this aliens are coming and all this kind of stuff. Those type of YouTube automation video, it was all the information which was viral and widespread over that particular format. And there used to be a lot of shorts and all that stuff on this shit. And mostly, women used to talk about this before. Yeah, when it was not trendy, it was actually adapted and normalized and was widespread in women's niche. Like, you must have seen that kind of niche where woman is making a raw type of video, giving life advice, manifestation, all that kind of shit. Maybe that's what I have seen. I don't know what about you, like what you have seen. So it's all perception. Perception is reality. So yeah, at the end of the day, perception matters. Make sure you have right perception. So basically, I was talking about the information. The information this guy has, like, crazy, brand new to this particular, I will say, market. And information is key at the end of the day. Like, why we watch particular video? Why we watch a YouTube video? We watch a YouTube video just because we get an ROI out of it. We get ROI out of it when value is provided to us. When value is provided to us, it basically means that some problem is solved, and when problem is solved, it just basically means that pain is elevated, and pain is elevated basically means that you get pleasure, you get dopamine, you get relief, you get satisfaction, and those are the emotions behind ROI, I guess, at the end of the day, if you apply the first principles and all that stuff. So that's the reason why we watch YouTube video, right? And this guy knows that shit, and he knows that you can get all of this all of these emotions by just having crazy amount of information. If you can go out there and tell some unseen, crazy, unheard type of information to the industry, you can just go out there and get a lot of views, a lot of viral videos and all that stuff. If your attention, your I will say session time of your audience are really good after watching your video. Like for example, if I watch this video and completely left YouTube and do not come on YouTube for like next 6 hours or something like that, bro, that's gonna, you know, actually that's gonna reduce the reach of this video. I'm not talking about myself, but if we are talking about hypothetical situation where 20 to 30% of the people of these viewers are going to do this, then this is going to happen, and that's a reality. And the thing is that most of the people who are watching this kind of video are going to go out there and actually binge watch YouTube for next 2 to 3 hours for sure, and then they are going to leave the video to do their work. And that's a reality. I'm being completely honest with you guys. I'm not talking about all of the people, all of the viewer, but I'm talking about the majority of the people. Here the majority is like 80% of the people are going to go out there and binge watch other YouTube videos after watching this particular video. And in fact, his information is so new, brand new to this particular market, that there are also people who are pausing the video and taking notes. And me actually pausing the video and speaking and giving my opinion and providing some value to you guys is actually, you know, also going to increase the session time of YouTube. Like I'm actually spending more time on YouTube, even though if I'm not watching the YouTube video, I got the video paused, I'm still having session time on YouTube, and YouTube rewards that. So if you somehow, you know, provide more value or just guide your audience to go out there and take some notes or something like that, or even maybe, you know, associate your videos to particular activity. For example, jogging. Whenever you upload a video, people are listening whenever they are doing jogging or walking or any kind of cardio they are doing. People naturally have associated your videos to cardio. Then it means that each time they are going to do cardio, they are going to have a reminder of you that they should actually watch your video and all that stuff. And yeah, that's basically how you increase session time. And if you got like more session time to YouTube, YouTube is gonna be happy. YouTube is gonna go out there and go promote your channels and all that stuff. So yeah.
So for seeking videos, I guess every single day you're watching content like mine, and you should be watching YouTube content. But at the end of the day, that means that like is that means it's fully yours. I think that is your purpose in life. That's the way you subscribe to it. Therefore, you're gonna let a little bit of movie goes back of it. Then you're scared of failing. You're looking for your times and look where you're at. If you fail, what's the worst that can happen? You're still in the same spot. You still have more knowledge. So failure is good. Therefore, if that is the one you have, it's not worth it. You realize you learned so much from it, then you realize that you have to be scared of failing. You 100% believe in yourself. Which is why we're focused on doing this podcast. In order to believe in yourself, when you're listening, when you're 100% certain that no matter what this is, it's really everything that you have. It's not yours. It's not a belief. It's not a belief hold on you. 6 to 7,000 dollars a day.
I think that's enough for the part 1, and it's been like almost 15-20 minute video. So if you want a part 2, please comment. And because it's my almost like first video, and my English is absolutely terrible. I got ADHD and all that stuff. I frequently forget whatever the hell I wanted to say and all that stuff. And I've learned my English from one of the worst places as humanly as possible. GTA San Andreas, GTA 3, GTA Vice City, and those were like also pirated games as well. So yeah, those did not had any cutscenes or something like that. So yeah, my English is absolutely terrible, but this is not going to be an excuse. I'm going to go out there and provide you the value. I'm going to make sure that you are having an info product which is like worth maybe low ticket offer or high ticket or mid ticket offer, and you are getting shit ton of clients, shit ton of maybe people in your communities or something like that, a shit ton of sales by making sure that you're actually going viral on the YouTube. And you know what? Why I'm doing this? I'm doing this for only one reason: ROI. Every single person on YouTube here is for ROI. Even this guy, he is here for ROI. The viewers which are watching his video are all for ROI as well. So basically, I'm here for ROI as well. I'm going to provide you free value. I'm going to provide you information which you like almost have never seen anywhere, because I am the person who has derived that information So yeah, I'm the one who has derived that. So how the fuck you're gonna find this information somewhere else? You might find something similar, but you will not find the same analogies, the way I explain, the how easily I explain things and all this. You will never find that shit. So yeah, that's my speciality. That's my circle of competence over here. So if you want to have a viral info product out there and just get like a lot of views, a lot of viral videos out there, you should subscribe to this channel, to be honest. Yeah. So I'm gonna provide value, more value on how you can just go out there and grow your channel and get more viral videos and all that stuff, just like how I provided. If you go out there and actually make a list of like SOP, like here are some SOP which I have learned from this particular video this guy has made, and I'm gonna apply this SOP to the next video which I'm gonna make. So it's actually gonna improve your video by 10 to 20%, and not just one time. It's compounded. The next video is gonna be even 30% improvement. The next video is gonna be even 40% improvements. You never know, right? So yeah, you better go out there and like make SOP of the learnings which I have given you in this particular video, and apply that SOP for the next video you upload. Because the thing is that if you are just learning and not applying that information, it just basically useless information. Information which is not applied is just basically useless information. You are just being a pool of information, nothing else. You need to go out there and actually take some action. And that's it for this video. It's going to be the part 1. Part 2 is coming like almost, yeah, part 2 is coming tomorrow. And just comment if you like this shit or not. That's basically it. Have a nice day and have a productive day.